Hey, what is up, everybody? Bladecifer here, and today I'm for you guys another video of Black Clover Mobile. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going over finally my 3 days on Stinking JP here. As you guys know, I ended up getting me a JP account like when I think it was for Black Asta's first banner release here, and I think this is pretty much the 3rd day. Well, I guess you could say it's technically the 4th, seeing that we did just have our reset recently today as well. So technically our 4th day here, but 3rd day you get the gist here for the most part on JP, and we've done a lot of work over here. So for the most part, we're going to be showing you guys the account itself, everything that I've managed to accomplish, and just some things that I'm trying to plan to accomplish in the future here. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video here. We are trucking to actually 1.5K. You guys are going absolutely ballistic on that. So thank you all for all of that as well. But all right, let's get into the video. All right, so if we take a look on the account, it's been going pretty dang well so far. We've done a lot of work on it pretty much at the moment. We have at least, I want to say, 7 LRs now that it's looking at. And it's going pretty good. Well, no, 6 LRs. There you go. You can't even count. But it's going pretty dang well so far. We have our blue team, which our main blue team currently that we're getting up in Gear Dungeon for is the Season 4 Char, Julius, Kaito, and then the Kohano. Now, although Kohano does not give the best of heals here for me, I didn't really feel like building up Charmy again this time, and I just said, you know what, whatever, we gonna just YOLO it and just go ahead and get our girl Kohana up here. And she's been kind of working with it a decent bit for what we have. So when it comes down to the gear, at least, we haven't gotten too far in gear. We're just now starting to actually get a lot of UR pieces. And I've been kind of taking it slow on that end because there's other things I've been kind of working on. But you can see our Julius rocking a decent bit of UR pieces, which actually he does have some decent ones here, being with the crit damage and magic percentage here, as well as I think this one with the crit rates here. But I want to actually re-roll these in the future, in which is actually a function that's coming into global very, very soon as well. But we got to get this man up so far. We actually have him looking pretty decent. Our Asta is officially 5-star because we ended up giving him an extra dupe finally to actually go ahead and make him up here. I have not actually worked on his gear a lot at all because we've been mainly working on our blue guy's gear and mainly just making our Julius overpowered, as you can see, for the most part, because everyone else is still wearing SSR gears. But we have so far our Asta on pretty much just all defense with some attack stats in here as well. And I think that's what I'm going to try and at least experiment with to see if it does work out for his kit. Now, with that being stated, we are still working with these guys here. I have actually the Moonlight Necklace on Charlotte here, which does work out a pretty decent amount, I actually must say. But it's so far going pretty dang well. I haven't done any PvP just yet on the account because I don't want to just jump in there and then get smacked up. So I've been kind of avoiding PvP for the most part. But yeah, we are getting up these two for the most part to get up here. And I think the next few characters I want to get up is most likely going to be my green team characters. So we're looking at Raya, Lake Guduri, and probably one of the SR units here. Or either we just might stick with Radies, to be honest. But so far everything's going pretty darn well, and we have a ton of materials to show for it. Now, one of the good things about starting on JP that I was very, very happy with here is also we ended up getting a lot of free stuff recently on JP here, and that requires and pertains to at least the lobsters here. So we ended up getting 600 lobsters that we're able to use for just logging into JP itself here. And so I'm happy with that being stated, because we're going to actually try to make it to, I want to say, stage 15. And then from there, I'm going to be grinding as much as possible. Now, we've only made it to stage 12, and it is definitely apparent that I need better gear in order to pass here. So recently, I've mainly just been farming stage 11 for the most part here. And I'm probably going to do so. As you can see, I have a lot of stamina prepared at the moment. I'm probably going to end up doing that later on as well to actually get as much gear up for our characters, which actually I'm going to go ahead and actually start this now for some of that. But yeah, we're going to try and get more gear for our characters to pretty much just make it a little bit easier on us a little here, because that's going to be our main issue. Now, I'm inside, of course, my old guild on JP here, in which I've been constantly just trying to go ahead and get everything going up here for the most part. And I think it's been going pretty dang well. I'm trying to save up a decent bit of contribution to just exchange as many of these talent materials out as possible to slowly get up the account itself and try and make up for some of the lost time that we do have. Now, along of the time that I have been pretty much just going ahead and grinding some things, I did get up to, I think, number 13 or 14 for the EXP stage as well. So we are doing really good in that remark. But other than that, we haven't done too much just yet here. Story wise, we have made it up to here, in which we're able to actually go fight the snowman. I think the snowman is our next people that we have to kind of knock out in the story here, in which I'm going to continue trucking through that here to get as much exp and things like that as possible, because this pretty much helps me. As long as I'm going through this type of story here, we do get a ton of exp bottles, and I think it's like, yeah, 10, and then like you get some ones as well. As that keeps happening, I'm going to use that to my benefit to actually upgrade some of my characters and get them very well prepared. Now, with this in mind, you guys, of course, this is only my third day that we've been doing this stuff here, so it's not too impressive just yet. But, you know, I have to be kind of happy with it. Like, we have, you know, Julius dealing some nice damage here, and just being able to just truck through anything that we can. Now, I do want to say this, of course, in the future, I will be doing some real-time PvP on this account, versus, I think, 2 of my friends who are also playing JP, as well as versus some of you guys who maybe have started as well, because I know a lot of you guys also started on JP. So we're going to be covering a lot of material that pertains to JP itself and things of that nature. Now, let's go ahead and clear out this stage here. And I think that there is just one more thing I do want to show you guys as well. Now, when it does come down to JP, we do have a few extra things that are going to be coming to global that I actually wanted to talk about immediately here. And that's going to be some of the new bosses. Now, there's a 3-headed dragon that should be coming to global eventually here, and I think it's either still here on JP or either coming to JP again, or either just left, one of the 3, in which that dungeon, or at least that limited time event, you guys are going to be seeing fairly soon. Ooh, hello, these are actually out. I got to get that. But you guys are going to be seeing very soon here, in which I have not done too much of any of this here because it actually does terrify me, though. With this dungeon, when it does drop for you guys, you are going to be getting some nice goodies in here, in which actually has some interesting things here, such as like this here as well. So I am very excited to test that out and see if we can end up beating that on the harder dungeons. You guys will probably see at least a couple videos and such going over that fairly soon. But all right, guys, I think that is everything I wanted to end up going over on this account so far. It's been doing pretty well. It's not ultra impressive just yet here, but you know what? I feel like we're making some decent progress, especially for how far we're doing, or at least what we're doing so far. But if you guys want to see more, or at least things on my JP account, surely do let me know down below in the comment section. And I will also be giving out tips and stuff like that on streams when we do have the time to do some of those. So surely look out for those guys. But till then, everybody, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, slice that like button. You already know where I got that from. But slice that like button and consider subscribing if you are new. Peace.